Alright. We had to make sure everything was working up and at 'em before we could get everything going. We're going to start the game up here in about like 2 seconds. I hope y'all enjoy it. What? What?
Up and at 'em.
Up and at 'em.
Up and at 'em, everybody.
Want to give up the screen at all whenever we start playing. So I will be setting up a 20-minute timer for each of us. Let's have fun.
See, my controller's on. I seen that bitch playing. She was screaming. Mine's on. But this isn't a hard game anyway.
You gotta stop that shit. You get in trouble for that.
For what?
And she found out about that?
I didn't say her name.
Why the hell do I have like 50 million fucking alarms?
I'm sure y'all know who I'm talking about.
If you don't,
She's
you will.
popular.
If you don't, you will hear now soon. You won't press A anytime soon today?
No. Who am I?
Me.
Now they can see my fucking gamer.
Good. You can actually, people actually add you for once in
I
a while.
want friends. Why do I need people to talk to me?
I don't know. I don't know, but I have the alarm set. That's good.
I haven't even started playing yet and you already set the alarm.
Oh, it's a cutscene at the very beginning of the case.
Where are you going, Holmes? Have you been invited somewhere?
We have been invited, Watson.
We have. Where to?
To the Baker Street Irregulars' annual dinner. They sent us an invitation. It is on the table.
A dinner? How could those street urchins afford anything like that? I can't understand your interest in them, Holmes. They're dirty. They wouldn't hesitate to steal your wallet.
Watson, you should be excited. It is a secret dinner. Its location changes every year. Read the menu. Sounds mouthwatering.
All right. We, the secret police of Baker Street, invite you, Sherlock Holmes, and Dr. Watson to our annual dinner. Menu, entree, frozen rat head salad. Is this a joke?
Not at all. Pray continue.
Main course, sow's udder in Danny Nutcracker's way. Sounds disgusting, Holmes. Hedgehog goulash. Street turnips in homemade juice. And it goes on.
I can hear them on the stairs now.
Oh, we can't go there. We can't eat that.
Watson, you'll hurt the feelings of those poor children. We have to go.
Oh, Mr. Holmes.
It is fine, Mrs. Hudson.
Mr. Holmes!
Wiggins, Dr. Watson is getting ready. He will be delighted to join us. You don't look well, my young man. Is there something wrong? Don't tell me the dinner is cancelled.
Mr. Holmes is my brother, Leighton. He's in a prison cell. They say he's killed 2 men. You have to help us, Mr. Holmes. Could do it.
Where is he now?
From what I've heard, they took him to the yard, and they gave him a good beating already. You know what they're like. They'll hang him. They won't look any further.
Holmes, we have to help him.
And forget about the dinner? Wiggins, I'll take the case.
You're fantastic, Mr. Holmes. I'll be waiting for you at the crime scene. You'll be there, right? It's on Half Moon Street in Whitechapel.
Very well.
Yeah. I'll give it to you, but that's part of the place. happened yet.
Holmes, poor little Wiggins needs our help.
That's the problem. I just want to watch the video. Apparently you can.
Well, just off to him.
Door right there.
Locked. Locked. Locked.
Well, at least back in the day over here, though, they didn't know answers.
Locked.
Apparently not in the locker room. Well, if all else fails, go into a room that's not locked. It's not my problem where you live. I never overheard you electricity and drink.
Please, gentlemen, leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes, is that you?
Good evening, Constable...
Constable Marrow. I was here with Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes, back in '88. But then this is nothing like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Of course, Mara. But you know that appearances can sometimes be deceiving. Who were the victims?
The two men here, both shot. The stout fellow was Brian Vercotti, a well-known ruffian. The other, Kenneth Butler, a jeweller by trade.
You spoke of statements. You have witnesses?
Well, I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were two other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there. And Polly Powell, a flower seller, who was over at the far side of the street.
So, Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That was the side that you came from.
But you would have been unable to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
That is correct. But I saw the two victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow Chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
I didn't pay attention, but suddenly I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the two dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by two police constables.
Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so loud I couldn't hear anything else.
What were the fireworks in honor of, Constable?
Well, today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Ah, yes, I appear to have lost track of the days. It is May now, of course. Constable Marrow, what else caught your attention while you were running through Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
Constable, your statements have been of great value to me. Bullet struck his head. This man didn't stand a chance. A piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones Let us take a close look. This shard of wood is quite new.
Because I think it would have went off the body.
This is an ordinary key. I wonder what kind of door it opens.
One of the locked doors that you just
Brian Vercotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die. He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant. The bullet penetrated his stomach, a dreadful wound.
He was on a diet. A lot of fun.
That him there. A fairly long pole with a forked end.
Back to that one.
Good evening, Mr. Turner.
I heard Constable Barrow reply to you. And well, I know things about this evening.
Excellent. Might we hear your story? Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started. A few moments after, I clearly heard 2 gunshots from outside.
Please continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw 2 bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
Mr. Turner, did you see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer, the fellow they caught.
Were the 2 shots you heard consecutive?
There was a very short pause between them, and they sounded different somehow. It seemed to me that the second shot was louder than the first.
That is an interesting comment. Mr. Turner, what were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with a gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the half moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
You have helped us a great deal, Mr.
Hey, now we got something everybody who really wanted to read that on the video. Maybe they want to use it as a lock for it. After all, we do this shit so we can get 100% completion anyway. You know, I live to buy a game with the doors and the cheapest. Can we investigate the road? I wonder how an old lady feels.
Mrs. Howell?
What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the crime that took place this evening.
Well, I've already gave my testimony, but very well.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
Yes. I was selling my flowers as usual, and then the fireworks began, in honour of Queen Victoria. I enjoyed those. But then, all of a sudden, a young lad ran out and stopped just by me. He had a gun in his hand. He was like a ghost, and all covered in blood. It was dark, but I could see him because of the flashes from the fireworks.
And then?
I screamed as loud as I could. I knew that a policeman should be on duty in the vicinity. He had no time to escape. 2 constables got him. Then another constable came out from the very same street, and I heard him talking of a horrible murder.
Mrs. Powell, did you hear the gunshots?
I'm not sure. You know, what with the fireworks?
Did you see anyone else leaving Half Moon Street prior to or at the time of the crime?
No, sir, I did not. Even with all the fireworks, I was very attentive, as I'm always on the lookout for customers.
My thanks to you, Mrs. Powell.
I don't know. I'm just wondering if she's a suspect. Or what the... Oh, shit. Take the keys and put it back. You take the keys and put it back. And you might open up one of these doors over here.
This mirror is turned towards Half Moon Street. Locked.
Well, why wouldn't it be locked? Everything else is staying down.
Locked. Mr. Turner, you have stated that you was by your window after the crime, is that correct?
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes. The policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
That is very interesting, Mr. Turner. Constable Marrow stated that he did not see anyone at the window when he was running through Half Moon Street.
Well, I think Constable Marrow and me, we might have been distracted by the whistles and shouts coming from Whitechapel. We could have missed each other some. Now, you understand what? It was a bit of a stressful moment, to tell you the truth, sir.
Allow me to form my own theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.
Mr. Turner appears to live very modestly.
Why not?
This fire is dying out. It was last tended to over an hour ago. The papers are almost entirely burned. I am unable to see what's written here. These words are illegible. The papers were thrown into the fire just a short while ago.
The fire was going dead. Maybe you need something off the throw in there. Find some copies upstairs.
The books on this shelf are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here a short while ago.
Or maybe they just weren't standing up.
A perfect match. So, Mr. Turner broke his stick when it became stuck between the cobblestones. He didn't mention that he was so near to the victims.
That comes real fun. Now the appointment's up. Now it's time to play their clock. Sitting down.
Okay, guys, so we need you guys to leave in the comments.
This kitchen knife is quite sharp.
Try any challenges, basically like what you want to see. I mean, that's why we're here, to give viewers what they want to see and let us know.
There are pieces of shredded paper scattered over the table. This kitchen knife was used to cut the paper.
We'll try to do it at least once a week. We'll do a different challenge.
Yeah, like the hot pepper challenge, the challenge I think is big right now.
It's not hot peppers.
There's the bean food challenge. Another channel.
What?
Mr. Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
Oh, okay. Probably look out the window before I talk to him. I'm gonna ask some more questions in a second.
So, that's the view Mr. Turner had when he opened the window. Brian Vercotti's contorted corpse. The dead body of Kenneth Butler. Mr. Turner had a perfect view of the crime scene, saw the bodies clearly, and Leighton Chapman standing over them. No, it didn't happen this way.
Oh my God, doing it right.
it didn't happen this way.
You have to have one season.
It's not. I can only push one button.
No, it didn't happen this way.
You know something? Maybe it should have happened that way.
No, why is get up from bed and move it? You said it. No, I told you I saw people back there and what the fuck was that? Get up from bed with me first.
God damn it. They're not cut off on us. Sorry everybody. My stream cut off on me.